Hello guys, we're bringing back here today, some demand here. People usually, defaults want to know stuff, and people, my friends, yeah, all that stuff, want to know how to be good at Fortnite. Well, there's some basics to that, and yeah, let me just show you some stuff that you should probably start off if you're a new beginner or have played, and yeah. So if you're new to the game, well, I recommend to go in your settings real quick. I'm on PlayStation, but instantly pick Builder Pro because I had it on old school on Switch before. I'm playing on PlayStation. I still have the Switch, guys. I didn't get rid of it. I'm still a fan. Okay. Um, I didn't get rid of it. I still play on it. This is like my third year on it or so. This is like not even my first year. This is like 3 months. I'm like pretty good at the game. Because it's all different. You got different buttons and such. But that's not what we're supposed to be talking about. We're talking about how you get good at Fortnite. Don't mind that ball either. So first things first. When you put it on Builder Pro, you probably have no clue what to do and such. So we're gonna go in settings and change some of your things. I recommend keeping how Fortnite set these, but if you want to be a pro and such, you can change all of this if you want to. And yes, this PS4 or actually any type of PS4 do support mouse and keyboard. And luckily, Fortnite has keyboard compatibility with mouse on Fortnite on PS4. So you can just do that and change what settings you are. And I recommend that. Well, if you want to hide your name, yes, you can have anonymous mode. I don't know about that. This is probably delay. If you're like streaming and such, you probably want this, so you don't get stream sniped. Show if you, this doesn't matter. Mark danger. Okay, here's some good things. I recommend turning sprint by default. So when you're just walking, technically, you just run. Sprint cancel reload. I don't know. I guess when you're reloading, it cancels the sprint. Oh no, actually it's the opposite. I don't think I like that. When you sprint, it cancels your reload. I would not want that. Hold to swap pickup. Enable current weapons can be swapped without pickup. Oh, well. I don't know if that'd be good though. Resale building choice. I guess you turn this on and somewhere in your keybinds or your controller buttons or something, you can find a reset choice. I recommend aim assist. I do not recommend edit mode because it moves your like camera and such to it, and I wouldn't recommend it. Okay, turbo build's okay because just in case you're slow, this will basically boost your slowness times 10. Um, just in case, I think you could change this. If you want changes on I don't know about keyboard. This is only with default because I actually have one and tested all this stuff. I love one shot using it, but you probably do not, guys, want to mess up anything here that they prefab. Button controller, they thankfully have that. But if you really want custom build pro and you want to change edits, basically for me it's square. I'll reset and I'll put builder pro. So it basically has builder pro stuff, but it shows like different stuff. So it is builder pro, but it says different stuff. See, my auto sprint's the same. I can change it because when you click on builder pro, you can't change anything. So if you do this way, you can change things. What else is I don't know. Was there anything I changed, guys? I don't remember changing anything off or on. anyways, I wouldn't put this on. If you're on PS4, absolutely turn this on. If you do not know how to do this, I could show you guys a quick vid after this. Well, actually, I'm just gonna show you guys how you can do this. After I'm done showing you how to be good at Fortnite. Um, I don't know about this. Build immediately. I don't know. I recommend having a .150. They set to 2 seconds. This is 1.5 seconds. Um, this is just .5 seconds off. Vibration, I do not like it. You can have it on or off. I recommend, if you're trying to get good clips on YouTube and such, I recommend having record on. That's for me. I don't know about this. I mean, I guess, I mean, I don't really care about that one. I don't know what this one does. I guess, I mean, tutorial, I guess this is a tutorial. Brightness, you can just adjust this for yourself. If you want to talk to friends, yes, turn on this. If you want a button to press it, which is also okay. I don't know what this will do. Okay, I see what that will do. I recommend having this in party. What else? If you're colorblind, yes, turn this on. I guess these are for mouse. Visual effect. I'll just leave it at that. And I think we're good. Also, if you're just that random dude that goes in settings, I recommend receiving gifts on. You can turn this off. I don't really care. Auto import font. I don't know what this will do. Yeah, if you don't want friends, if you have no friends, unless you're a friend of all your friends, people keep inviting you and you get annoyed, just turn this on, and yeah, your friends will be still on, you can see them, and you can ignore people's friend requests automatically. This is okay. I don't know how it does this, but it does it somehow. Show notifications, I'll just put that on, and you can turn this off and on. If you're a kid, turn this off. If you're adult, it doesn't matter if you want it off or on. I just say that, guys, just a recommendation. And yes, I always put this on auto and always put it onto the language you speak. And you probably Japanese, well, Spanish might hear me, but yeah, you probably wouldn't understand what I'm saying unless me from Spanish or Japanese tell you this. Yeah, because people don't decide one language, decide a lot of language because of old times. I'm not a teacher here that teaches history or anything. But if you go to the matchmaking region, always put it on auto or the best one. For me, it's NA East because I live in North America, so it's best for me to have it on this. You can also change it, but yeah. Basically, MS is I actually don't know what M stands for, but I know S means seconds. It does not mean milliseconds. If it does, well, that makes no sense. But this will do is when this is like 246, it's basically 2.5 second delay on your anything that you do, except I think walking, yeah, or running like that. Switching, I think, does at times. Building, I don't think really anything else. But we're good there. So how to get good at Fortnite? Well, you need to practice. I recommend, if people call you default, don't. You're learning, and if you do think that they're trying to bully you or saying that you're default, you could basically say they were default back then, since everyone's a default when they play a game, right? So just call them that. Usually when you have Builder Pro on the controller, you can see, for me, it's circle to switch back and forth. Well, this is edit, but I always like instant click it because half of the second. See, I can just build, and then this is really fast for me. But I recommend having 2 seconds to 1.5. 1 second feels like impossible because when you place it, for me it's when I try to edit and switch, it's like half. You can see the line a bit half for that. I'm pretty sure that would be impossible. So I recommend 0.75, no, 1.75. Don't go for 0.70. That's worse than 1.00. I recommend 1.5 up to 2. Maybe if you guys are, you know, having a struggling time here and can't, like, your controller's sticky or such, you can adjust it higher, but yeah, probably don't want that. Creative sometimes bullies me when I'm doing 90s, but so you can see on your when you switch to your edit for builds and such, you can see R2, R1, L2, L1 builds. Yeah. And when I don't think you might be able to customize the layout for when you build, but I feel like that kind of is impossible. I show you guys you can customize it. I don't know if it is possible because I never did that since I like the build pro, just how it is. But the first thing, if you're a new person, is basically if you ever watch tournaments, they always do a one by one, because when they always get in a fight, these tournaments are like always third partiers. Yeah, so you always want to be a 1 by 1 and do this. At times when they're in front of you, you always want to do this, and when they break the wall and rush you, you can place traps here. But I'm talking like too early, because if you guys don't know how to build, then you probably wouldn't do this. Yeah. So basically, R1 is simple, 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 simple. Okay? And now just build a wall, which is ZR, which is your trigger button for like shooting, and the ZL is the scoping, which ain't that bad actually for, you know, such things. But yeah, that I mean, I don't see anything, for me, anything wrong using the set, how they set it, like how Fortnite set it, if that's better for you. But you could just build a wall, roof, well, I'll call it roof or floor, and that'd be R. Always call it R because, you know, you don't have to say R1 if it's the only one, so I just call it R now. And then L, because when people attack, you actually have a chance to pop up a mini, because they have to destroy this one and then this one. So yeah. And basically you could just do this to trap people or get extra time, so you can actually get healed and such. But if you're trying to build like 90s, this one's kind of actually pretty simple to do. I usually go like this, and I always build the bomb like that. But people times like go like this, they don't. Here, that wasn't pretty good. Like they don't do that. They go. Well, I don't know how easy it is for them, but I usually do that. Because if it does that automatically, well, might as well have a good way of doing it. Because I go like that, and then. And also, if you're building 90s, a tip, if you want to keep a constant good speed, always hug the left side if you're doing the right like way. I don't know how you would say it. Kind of like if you're a right-handed person, then you know I'm talking about how you want to hug the left wall. But if you're a left-handed person, you always want to hug the right wall like this. But for me, I'm not a lefty, so it's hard at times for me. But you always want to work on both, so you can get good at times. Because at times, you can get really, messed up at times when you can't build the other way. Because people sometimes go like this, so they can fix themselves without doing the other side. So, because people like baseball, you throw it the first. If you're a lefty, you could just throw it. But if you're a righty, you have to turn. So a lefty has an advantage for first. If someone's righty and they have to throw the third, they could just easily throw it. But if they're a lefty, they have to turn. But in Fortnite, you want to have a skillful balance of both, because you want to be good at both ways. For me, I'm not good with lefty. To you guys, it's probably like right. Probably gonna put that in chat for saying it's probably the right side instead of the left side, but for me, it's the left side. How to get good at editing and such? Here, I'll go back to I usually do for aim is basically lifetime aim. I played 2 seasons, so yeah. I usually play on this map, guys. The edit and aim course from Shride. I recommend this map for editing through walls and such, because this will really help you through editing and such for beginners. What else we can talk about? What kind of, we can do, what kind of building can you do? So, you can basically do a protective ramp, also known as a triple ramp. People will call it like that. You basically build a floor, build a wall. Okay, well, build a wall like that, and then build a floor. Because they have to shoot one of these two if they're facing this way, down, before you can shoot this. Unless they're on the side. But how I get good, at times you can just run and do it, but like, yeah, I don't have good chances. Well, at times you can get good chances. This ain't that bad. So you wanna go here. You can also do, I don't know why you would do a 360. I know people do 180s or what is it called? 270s, yeah? Not really 270s. 180s or 90s. I could see what people do. But when people build triple ramps, how I do it is I build a ramp, but if you're on the ground, just build a wall and ramp. Don't do what I do. And I jump right here. So let me show you. So I can not mess up. But at times it goes like that. But that's okay, because that will help you more. If you can hear my lens, yeah. Sorry for that. And I don't know how that went through the wall. But, yeah, you could do that. This makes it cooler. And more protective, guys, because they have to shoot this now. One of these two did this, which is pretty tough. Then we got, I don't know what you guys would call it. It's like this, and then you go like that, and then you go like that. I call it a triple ramp 90. That's why I call it, or a triple 90 spiral. Because you're doing basically a triple ramp, but you're doing it upward, like a 90 would. See? Sunday does it well. If you ever watch him, he's like somewhat famous. He's gonna actually be 12 million according to today, almost like 12 million subs. So yeah, pretty popular. Even though we have like 8 billion people in the world. If you always get rushed, or you always get like hit, always build a wall. Cause if not, then you're dead. Cause if you hide a tree, well, they could just destroy the tree to get you. And you always want to have good, like, what do we call that? Like, flick, I suppose. Like, weren't like I don't know what you call it. Whatever you call this, guys. Whatever you call this. You want to have good at that when you shoot people and such. Good accuracy. We really have to talk about that. I forgot to talk about that. So let's grab a scar so we can be really realistic in the game. So when you do this, that's when Tfue had like a bug or such where you could shoot through this wall, but you want to be pretty low, and if you can crouch up and down, you pretty have good accuracy. Look, these shots are not really missing out of the thing. I should probably have infinite ammo, but because when you shoot, actually that's not bad. That ain't bad. You really want to crouch because for me, my screen's kind of moving around when I'm crouched. It doesn't feel like my screen's moving that much, but I can see a bit, but it ain't that much. And if you're playing, you always want like that. This is like a one hit. If you ever hear people say scars or assault rifles have something called a one hitter or a first shot, what is it called? First shot always hit or something like that. It's because the first shot will always go to the arrow that's in the middle. So you can barely see it, but the middle of these two crossing, that's what will hit. Always. It'll always hit. If you like wait a couple of seconds, well, it's basically that forever. Just showing you some basics here. I mean, if you're seeing a person, I always do is wait until you see this or this. I wouldn't see this, like a zoomed out one. I'll always, yes, at times you'll see me not crouched, but you always want to be crouched, and then you can go like this. The pretty good shot. If you see them running, yeah, you got them. Unless they go like this, like they build spam, which people sometimes do when they get freaked out. But if you want to learn on a good tip, it's where you basically do is you shoot this build and then you RPG it. Well, you always RPG it first and destroy the wall, and that RPG at times will go through this wall and hit them. At times you can get them, and yeah. Proximity is pretty annoying because if they could just be right here, they get hit on the sides, yeah. Or above me. I don't know. I'm pretty sure here. Yeah, here. This one's kind of good and pretty annoying. You only get 2 shots before you have to reload it. The combat, basically, I always call it a tac and a pump mixture. Because if you look at the when you like zoom in and aim, it looks like a pump. Okay, when you shoot at someone. And it has like the ammo for the tac. But honestly, if you ever see a 3-round burst SMG, I would not pick that up unless it's your only weapon, because I wouldn't say it's worth it. Some people say it's OP, some people say it's good. I wouldn't. But since it's today and I'm recording this video, I guess I could show you this new weapon, which is only blue on here, but I'm assuming you can get presents for the legendary one, but I'm pretty sure there's no way for the purple one. And in game, basically there's a blue, purple, and legendary. And so it's basically like automatic this year. The drum gun, what else is automatic? The mech has a automatic shotgun, if you didn't know that. What else is like hold in? But you can basically hold this button in, Yeah, you always will hit them. I'm trying to think what you use to hold in. But yeah. You can hold, yeah, you can hold like scars and such, but I'm trying to think of different weapons. But that's pretty much all you need to know. How to get used to your keybinds, how to get used to weapons, how to shoot them, how to protect yourself, how to be good at the game. Even though if someone calls you a bot, bullies you, well, they used to be a bot, and if you always get bullied because you don't have a skin, well, just say the default was a Season 1 skin because, well, it was from Season 1, and you have a Season 1 skin. So, have a good day. Please like and subscribe. Also, hit the little bell so you can get notified from me for everyday or every other day content, local, live, and recorded. So, guys, have a good day.